Hello and welcome to the Hoof GP. In this video we're taking a look at a cow which originally my brother-in-law Mark trimmed. We're taking a look at how she started out, how she was during the process and exactly how she is now. And we'll talk about whether or not she has a future at all. Guys, if you think I do a good job of this cow's foot, then please give this video a big thumbs up. So when Mark very first called me about this cow, he'd actually already trimmed her but wasn't able to apply a block, and when he first trimmed her he said blood and pus was spewing out of that fistula, which is that big rosy red spot on the back of her heel. This is the first time I saw her and there was only one cow to trim, so Mark rigged up a little rope system in his crush and we went to work on her there. After this initial trim was done, she did walk better, especially with the aid of that block. But I returned 3 weeks later to find that she had become infected and actually pus was starting to spew back out of that fistula. Unfortunately, I didn't get any camera footage of that visit though. Here we are on our second visit, and as you can see, she is walking, or running, much better than she ever had been. And this was the state of her foot then. She still had an open, raw and sore lesion on her heel that was covered in dermatitis. So we cleaned it up again, applied a block and then doused it with iodine. You guys know I like iodine. So today we are here visiting her for the 4th time, and I'm really keen to see exactly how she's doing now. So as you can see, she is doing really well indeed. She had bruising on the toe of that outside or lateral claw, and that's because she's been trying to avoid walking on the heel. But the heel area itself has healed up fantastically well. But if you look closely, the heel or bulb area of the outside claw is quite substantially larger than the inside claw. So we're going to apply a wooden block to this cow to make sure that that lateral or outside claw keeps getting some rest and continues to heal as fully as possible. I apply the block as early as possible to give it as much time to cure as possible, and then I take the edge of my grinder blade and gently, softly and most importantly carefully remove that flaking and cracking horn from the heel where that lesion once was. It's really important to do this to make sure that that lesion doesn't start to regress and revert back to how it once was. I really don't want this cow to have a block on for too long and then start compromising that inside claw, so I shave it down a little with the grinder, and that will give her relief for a couple of weeks, and then the block will either fall off or be worn out. Unfortunately for this cow, the future is not particularly bright. We have completely healed that lesion and she will no longer be in pain, but she will always be slightly uncomfortable because of that swelling that will never actually go down or regress back to normality. Thanks once again for watching guys and following this cow's story, and if you haven't already done it, give this video a big thumbs up. Cheers guys, bye!
You take my love for granted. Say a bunch of stuff you never